I've lived in Colorado for more than 40 years. I love Colorado. I think it is the most beautiful place to live. I want an education system that rivals the beauty of this state. To think that we have cut close to $1 billion in public education in less than 4 years is kind of mind-boggling.
You know, the students these days, I think, are missing a lot of opportunity. The fact that they don't have the same offerings from a curriculum standpoint, from an activity standpoint. A lot of them are going to school in substandard facilities. I think it really affects the way they engage in the learning experience.
So if we look at the data, how the United States compares in student achievement with other countries, we're not in the top 5, we're not in the top 10, we're not even in the top 15. And what are we doing about it? What are you doing about it? What am I doing about it? As a citizen of Colorado, as a citizen of the world, what are we doing about it?
Center's got a pretty challenging demographic. This past school year's poverty rate for the district was over 90%. It's the highest in the state. The additional problem for a place like Center is we don't have much property wealth. I've been in houses in Colorado worth more than all the property in my school district.
There you go. My name is Miguel Sendejas. My oldest daughter's name is Salma. She's 13, going into 8th grade. My middle daughter is Natalia. She's 10, going to go into 4th grade. When Salma was in 3rd grade, her CSAP scores were below 40% of the state standard. And that's very low. That's you know, we're thinking, how can this be?
The result after 1 year was an increase in our reading performance in Haskin Elementary School from only having 28% of our kids reading at grade level based on 3rd grade CSAP measurement. We grew to 41% and we were thrilled. We continued the same process. We trained new teachers, we refined our practices, and we were able to continue doing after-school interventions and summer interventions. And at the end of year 2, our kids, for the first time ever in any subject area, any grade level, scored above the state average. We scored 76% reading proficiency with our 3rd graders.
76%. So that's, you know, we do the math and it's 36% higher. And that's, you know, you could tell where there was funding, where there was not funding. For me, it feels like they have a better opportunity to move ahead.
Center proves so far that if you couple additional resources with the right educational strategies, you will see results.
I think they've done some incredibly positive things. They've been very thoughtful in the way they've moved into new programs, tried new ideas. My biggest concern is when the grant dollars run out, are they going to be able to continue that success and move forward on a sustainable basis?
To qualify for specific scholarships, you have to have on your resume that you successfully completed AP American Government or AP English. We can't even offer it. When the smartest kid you have in your district over a 16-year period emerges and can't even, you know, become a finalist in a Betcher Scholarship or a Daniels Scholarship competition, that tells you you've done them wrong because of the things you couldn't offer. It wasn't for not trying.
I'm a strong believer that every kid should have access and the desire to pursue an educational career beyond K through 12, going into post-secondary. Now, not all do, but the fact that they should all, I believe, have that opportunity. We see 12 to 15% tuition increases every year. The opportunity is starting to elude a lot of our students, and the fact is we need to find better ways to make sure that really everyone has equal access to continuing education.
I believe that advocacy is just so extraordinarily important, and I think what Great Education Colorado is doing, they're being very bold. They've stayed true to their mission. They've broadened their grassroots network, and they keep at it and at it and at it. And that's what it's going to take to bring about the change that we all agree needs to happen in terms of tying resources with good reforms.
As an organization, Great Ed works to engage parents, engage teachers, engage students, but really engage communities in the importance of an adequate education and fully funded education system.
In my opinion, Great Ed Colorado is, I think, the foremost organization in the state that's getting the word out to citizens in Colorado about what we've been doing to our kids for the past decade in regard to education finance and how it's starting to affect them and how it's going to affect the state and the well-being of the state if we don't do a great job.
We have a hold of a good thing, it's working, you're seeing positive results, and then for someone to tell us, hey, this isn't there anymore. Well, we still have a 2.5-year-old daughter. You know, she's gonna be coming to school before we know it. What about her? What about all these other kids? How about them?
It's up to us to make sure that the future belongs to Colorado's kids.